Hello! Today I'll be talking about Lanturn, the first final evolution of a fish Pokemon introduced in Gen 2, and the second of two water electric type Pokemon as of the filming of this, with the other being its pre-evolution Chinchou, who evolves into Lanturn at level 27. Lanturn's previous PYC dates are August 15th, 1996, June 6th, 1999, March 27th, 2002, January 15th, 2005, November 6th, 2007, August 27th, 2010, June 17th, 2013, April 7th, 2016, January 27th, 2019, and November 17th, 2021. While it's not the most extreme difference between a Pokemon and an evolutionary line, I find that difference interesting. Like Chinchou, I find Lanturn cute, but not in the same way that I find Chinchou cute. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we'll be talking about Lanturn, the light Pokemon whose number is 0171. This is what it looks like. Its type is Water Electric. Abilities, Volt Absorb or Illuminate. Water Absorb is its hidden ability. Gender ratio is 50-50. Catch rate is 75 or 17.5%. Breeding, a Group Water 2. Hatch time 20 cycles. Height, 3 foot 11 or 1.2 meters. Weight is 49.6 pounds, or 22.5 kilograms. Base experience yields 156 in Gen 2 through 4, and 161 in 5+. Leveling rate is slow, EV yield is 2, and HP, shape is that, has no feet, so it has no footprint. Pokedex color is blue, and base friendship is 70. Lanturn is a dual-type water-electric Pokemon introduced in Gen 2. It evolves from Chinchou, starting at level 27. Biology, Lanturn is a blue Piscine Pokemon that resembles an anglerfish. It has big red eyes with a yellow mask-like marking around it and small, light blue pectoral fins. The lower half of its tail fin is yellow and has jagged edges. On its back is a Y-shaped antenna with a spherical orb at each tip. This antenna is a modification of its dorsal fin. Inside its orbs are bacteria that produce light by absorbing Lanturn's bodily fluids. It lures prey using the glow, then blinds them by using an intense flash before it swallows them whole. The flash it creates is visible on the surface from a depth of over 3 miles, 5 kilometers. This has earned it the nickname the Deep Sea Star. Lanturn competes with Lumineon when catching its prey, Starmie. Frillish and Sharpedo are natural predators of Lanturn. Lanturn inhabits the depths of the ocean. Lanturn evolved from Chinchou, so Chinchou, Lanturn. Game data, Pokedex entries. In Gen 2 and Gold, the light it emits is so bright that it can illuminate the sea's surface from a depth of over 3 miles. Silver, it blinds prey with an intense burst of light, then swallows the immobilized prey in a single gulp. Crystal, this Pokemon uses the bright part of its body, which changed from a dorsal fin to lure prey. For Stadium 2, if you have Pokemon Red, Silver, Crystal inserted, you get the Gold entry, but if you have Pokemon Blue, Gold, or Yellow inserted, you get the Silver entry. In Gen 3, in Ruby, Lanturn is nicknamed the Deep Sea Star for its illuminated antenna. This Pokemon produces light by causing a chemical reaction between bacteria and its bodily fluids inside the antenna. Sapphire, Lanturn is known to emit light. If you peer down into the dark sea from a ship at night, you can sometimes see this Pokemon's light rising from the depths where it swims. It gives the sea an appearance of a starlit night. Emerald, the light-emitting orbs on its back are very bright. They are formed from a part of its dorsal fin. This Pokemon illuminates the inky darkness of deep seas. Fire Red is the Silver entry, while Leaf Green is the Gold entry. In Gen 4, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, Lanturn's light can shine up from great depths. It is nicknamed the Deep Sea Star. Heart Gold is its gold counterpart. Soul Silver's is very similar to Silver's, but slightly different, so we'll read it. It blinds prey with an intense burst of light. With the prey incapacitated, the Pokemon swallows it in a single gulp. The Gen 5 Pokedex entries are basically Diamond, Pearl, and Platinums, but Lanturn is now the correct casing. In Gen 6, X is the Gen 5 entries. Y is Soul Silver's entry. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are basically Ruby and Sapphires, but Lanturn and Pokemon are now the correct casing. In Gen 7 and Sun, should you peer into the ocean at night and see a light shining like the stars? That is Lanturn. Moon, this Pokemon flashes a bright light that blinds its prey. This creates an opening for it to deliver an electrical attack. Ultra Sun, when the bacteria living inside its antennae absorb Lanturn's bodily fluids, a strong luminescent effect is produced. Ultra Moon, it lives far down in the depths of the ocean. It blinds its prey with light, using the moment they're dazzled to swallow them whole. In Gen 8, Sword is the Gold entries and Leaf Green's entry. Shield is Moon's entry. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are basically their Diamond and Pearl counterpart, but Deep Sea Star is not in quotations, and the is lowercase. In Gen 9, in Scarlet, portions of its dorsal fin mutated, becoming the parts that glow brightly to lure prey. Violet is Soul Silver and Wise entry. Lanturn in the Alola Pokedex. Lanturn in the Blueberry Pokedex. So you can see 3 Lanturn, a couple Chinchou. That's kind of cute. So if you are familiar with this series, you know that I like seeing images of full evolutionary lines. So this is what this is. So I really like it because of that. And I really like the glow. I didn't mention it yesterday. I probably should have. How cool the glow effect is. It's also pretty cool here, but like it's not nearly as cool as like it's actually. I mean, it kind of is environment changing the look of it, but it's still pretty cool, man. Game locations. Side game locations. Held items. In Diamond, Pearl, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White, Black 2, and White 2, you get a Deep Sea Scale as one word, 5% of the time. In X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon, you get a Deep Sea Scale as separate words, 5% of the time. Stats, base stats, HP 125, Attack 58, Defense 58, Special Attack 76, Special Defense 76, Speed 67, for a total of 460. Pokeathlon stats, Type Effectiveness, damaged normally by Normal, Fighting, Poison, Rock, Bug, Ghost, Electric, Psychic, Dragon, Dark, and Fairy. Weak to Ground and Grass for double, immune to nothing, resistant to Flying, Steel, Fire, Water, and Ice, all for half, except for Steel, which is for a fourth. Notes, if this Pokemon has Volt Absorb, the effectiveness of Electric-type moves is 0, so it would be 0 instead of 1. If this Pokemon has Water Absorb, the effectiveness of Water-type moves is 0, so it would be 0 instead of half. Learn set by leveling up. So we'll start with these Evo here, and then go down to whatever 27s is. So I think this is the first time in the series we've had 3 moves you can get upon evolution, so that's pretty cool. Upon evolution, you get Stockpile, Swallow, or Spit Up, 30 Discharge, 36 Aqua Ring, 42 Flail, 48 Takedown, and 54 Hydro Pump. We're skipping by TM, by breeding as well, nothing by prior evolution, side game data, you got all this, yep. Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Olmia, in the browser entry. It discharges electricity from its body. It attacks by shooting bolts of electricity. Guardian Signs, it restores the Styler energy. You got all this. Yep. New Pokemon Snap. This is one of the few instances in which we have a full evolutionary line in New Pokemon Snap, so that's pretty cool. In the Photodex entry, Lanturn's antenna produces light in a way that's completely different from the Illumina phenomenon. Deep in the ocean, where sunlight doesn't reach, Lanturn's light can guide you on your way. Evolution data. Chinchou, level 27, Lanturn. Sprites. So, another instance of a difference from the Japanese version and the international version of Gold and Silver. So, in this case, there's this dot here on the side of their head. Don't really know why it was removed. Maybe they just didn't feel like it made the design work. I don't know. Or maybe they needed to take it away for, I don't know, for like the international, like, for the space, I don't know. But, yep, so this is what it looks like. It's pretty basic. Yeah, not really much is going to change here. These are white, which is interesting because Chinchou's were yellow, so it just kind of stayed white, which makes sense why they changed it to sort of a lighter blue later, to sort of match this a little bit better. See, that's a little bit different, and probably it's basically the same, but a little bit different. Purple and green for the shiny. Crystals, that's like actually a purple body and just yellow things. It's a slightly different purple than this one, but basically, yeah, it's weird. Okay, Gen 3. So you got this. Oh, I guess you got blue eyes and purple eyes. That's interesting. This introduces the red eyes. And the mouth is blue, mouth is red now. Tail is a little bit better. These have always been different sizes. Which are slightly better designed, you know. Its fins are now sort of a light blue. That's interesting. This is sort of a purple pink, different purple and green, really. And I'm sure this is different, yeah, different blue and yellow as well. Yep. Gen 4, so that introduces sort of a flashy kind of effect. That's pretty cool. Yeah, probably just a little bit better. Not much changes. Gen 5, so we got the full back sprite here. Kinda silly, because you don't really need a full back sprite on this one. You can see pretty much the entire Pokemon. But yeah. Then Gen 6 here, so it's a little longer, and that's interesting. Yeah, they made body. This is back to being sort of more white. This is darker purple. That's cool. I'm sure this is also, yeah, darker blue, but, you know, somehow also lighter. Not really much changes here. I think maybe the eyes might change a little bit. Maybe small things change, but yeah, not much big things. Okay. Sword and Shield, so you can see how much better of a model that is. Yeah. Homes, yeah, you got all that. The anime, Lanturn in the anime, so there's a few of them here at this, looks like an aquarium. There's Pikachu and Ash, the main character. Yep, got all this. Pokedex entries in episode 220 in Ash's Pokedex. Lanturn, the light Pokemon. The light that emits from its tentacle-like limb shines bright enough to illuminate the bottom of a deep sea. In Diamond and Pearl, episode 78 in Dawn's Pokedex. Lanturn, the light Pokemon, in the evolved form of Chinchou. Lanturn's antenna light is strong enough to penetrate the ocean and can be seen on the water's surface. In the manga, Lanturn in Pokemon Adventures. In the TCG. Trivia, Lanturn shares the same category with Ampharos. They are both known as the light Pokemon. We've read this second point in yesterday's video. In Pokemon Emerald, a trainer in Victory Road has a Lanturn that knows Earthquake despite Lanturn being unable to learn it. Origin, Lanturn is based on an anglerfish, more specifically the football fish, although it shares some similarities with dolphins. It is also possible that Lanturn's origin contains a small piece of Apollo, the Greek god of light, whose signature animal was the dolphin. Name origin. Lanturn may be a combination of lantern and turn, as in turn on the light. Lanturn is literally lantern. In other languages, external links. Yeah, let's move on. Now let's watch Lanturn's first in the anime. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 220, The Mystery is History. In this episode, Ash Ketchum, there in the back, and his traveling companions, Brock and Misty, as well as his faithful Pokemon Pikachu, have been reintroduced to a trainer they met, or at least last saw it at the, I think, Kanto Pokemon tournament, champion tournament, or whatever. Richie and his Pikachu, Sparky, and they are researching a mysterious Pokemon. They are traveling together to go to this uninhabited island to try to find it. There's a Lanturn.
Oh! Got me that time, Lanturn. Oh! Good one, Silver. Whoa! Silver! Silver!
Guess it's not that uninhabited.
Company! Go hide, quick! Better stay out of sight somewhere till I give you the sign.
Aww. Okay, that is Lanturn's first hit in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's see why people love Lanturn. Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you familiar with the series, you might be wondering why we're on this single image, and that's because this is the only image we'll be doing today. So this is Lanturn Night by Kezrek. This very beautiful piece of art here. Well painted and well done on this night sky here. Yes. And we can see the lantern being used to ride for this night fisherman. There's some love disc down here. Looks to maybe be a Gyarados in the shadows there. And some Wingull up here, maybe. It's really beautiful. I really like the lighting, and again, the night sky is very, very beautiful. And these effects, oh, they're they're so nice effects. Yes. Yeah, that's it. Let's move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I won't be streaming tonight, not because I don't still have stuff to do, but because I simply don't have time tonight. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Pichu. As always, this is my proper outfit, and I'll see you tomorrow.